Today, we will be learning about finding the rate of change and or slope. Our objectives are: I can calculate the rate of change and or slope from a table, graph, and given 2 points. Also, I can find a missing value given the slope of a line. So first we're going to start with vocabulary. Please pause the video and write this down in your notes. So we have 4 types of slope. So remember, the slope of a line is basically the rise over run. So we have positive slopes, which means that the line appears to be increasing. We have negative slopes, which mean the line appears to be decreasing. The slope of 0 is a horizontal line, and an undefined slope is a vertical line. Also, we have the slope formula. So depending on how you are trying to find slope, you will use these different formulas. So M is the variable used for slope. M equals rise over run. You will use rise over run for a graph. Change in y divided by the change in x. This will be used for a table. And finally, we have our slope formula used for when we are given 2 points. Example 1, we're going to find the slope that passes through each pair of points. So I'm going to show you 2 different methods for this example. I'm going to show you how to find the slope given the 2 points, also how to find the slope from the graph. So really, I'm going to start with the easier of the 2. So we're going to use this formula here, rise over run. So M equals rise over run. The rise is when you count up or down, and the run is when you do left or right. So we always start left to right. So I'm going to start at the point -2, 0, and I'm just going to count spaces. So for the rise, I'm just going to count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 divided by, and the run, I'm going to count over 1, 2, 3. So that slope is 5 over 3. Rise over run. Okay. So there's one method to do just straight from the graph, just counting spaces. Also, you can use the 2 pair of points to find slope using our slope formula here, y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So the first thing I want to do is label my ordered pairs. Every ordered pair always has an x and then a y, x and then y. Okay, the first ordered pair with number 1. The second ordered pairs are 2s. Okay, we're going to plug it into our formula. M equals, starts with y2. So y2 is 5. 5 minus, then I'm going to go to y1. y1 is 0 divided by x2, 1 minus x1, -2. Yes, you have to write the minus and negative. 5 minus 0 is 5 divided by, we have to keep, change, change. So keep, change, change. 1 plus 2 is 3. Same answer using different methods. Same thing. 5 over 3 is our rise over run. Pause the video and write this down in your notes. Example 2. Determine whether each function is linear. If it is linear, then find the rate of change. So linear, I'm going to write this down. Linear just means, that it has a constant rate of change. Okay, so basically what we are looking for is a pattern with the y values and a pattern with the x values. If it has a constant pattern for both, then it is linear. So I'm just looking over here at my y values first. From -4 to 1, what's happening? Well, it appears they are adding 5. Checking. How do I go from 1 to 6? 1 to 6, you add 5. 6 to 11, 6 plus 5 is 11. 11 to 16, 11 plus 5 is 16. So the pattern for my y values is just add 5. Do the same thing, we're going to check our x values. So the pattern here, it appears to be decreasing, so I'm subtracting 3. 12 minus 3 is 9. 9 minus 3 is 6. 6 minus 3 is 3. And 3 minus 3 gets you a 0. So looking here, I have a constant pattern with the y's and a constant pattern with the x's. This is going to be linear. So now if it is linear, then I'm going to find the rate of change. So with the table, we use the change in y divided by change in x. So we're going to pick any two parts of this table. So I'm just going to go for a 9, 1, and 6, 6. It doesn't matter because it's linear. No matter what part of the table I pick, I'm going to get the same answer. Change in y. So I'm subtracting my y value. So m equals 6 minus 1. Those are my y values. Divided by 6 minus 9. Those are my x values. So 6 minus 1 is 5. 6 minus 9 is a negative 3. I'm put that negative just out front. So my answer here is negative 5/3. Pause the video and copy that down in your notes. Example 3. We're going to find the value of r, so the line through 1, 4, and 5r has a slope of 1/3. So we're going to go through, we're going to find r. They give us a slope. So here are our steps. Step 1, label the given information. So I'm going to label my ordered pairs. x1, y1, x2, y2. And my slope is m. Plug the numbers into the formula. So m 1/3 equals y2 r minus y1 4 divided by x2 5 minus x1 is 1. All right, so I plug the numbers into my formula. Check what I labeled. I plugged in. Simplify. Well, the only thing that needs to be simplified here is 5 minus 1. 5 minus 1 is 4. So, boom, simplify. Now, we are going to cross multiply and solve. So, remember, when we have an expression, we want to put that expression in parentheses, and we're going to cross multiply. So, I'm going to do 3 times r minus 4 equals 4 times 1 is 4. Well, I know how to solve this. Distribute 3r minus 12 equals 4. Now I have a two-step equation to solve. Plus 12 on both sides. Plus 12. Boop, boop. 3r equals 16. One final last step, divide by 3, divide by 3. It appears that I am going to get a decimal here, r equals 5.3 repeating. And that is my answer. That is the value for r, okay? Make sure you pause this video and get this down in your notes. You try. Pause the video, write the problems down, and try them on your own.